Hello and welcome to CGNgames. So I thought I'd do a little video basically summing up my time at Insomnia. So Insomnia is the UK's biggest gaming festival, and I got the privilege of going on Monday for the final day of it. My wife got me a ticket and she came with me as well, and it was actually really good fun. But I thought I'd just share some of my experience because I actually also got to do something really cool, and I got to play Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Nintendo Switch for the first time, and this doesn't come out for like another month yet. So I thought I'd give you like my sort of first impressions on that. But before we get to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I thought I'd go through some of the stuff that I actually managed to get. And one of the things that we're actually going to do a separate video on was we got the Mass Effect Andromeda Collector's Edition for £20. I'm not going to stop talking about this because I still can't believe it. This was about 250 quid when it came out like a year ago, and they literally had a few of these left over there at the... there was a booth that was dedicated to Game, the actual retail store in the UK, and they had a bunch of these that they were just selling off for 20 quid, and I was like, this can't be real. I took it up and it was, and then when other people started to realise that it actually was that cheap, and they went in about 2 seconds after that. But I thought that was a really cool find, but we'll have an unboxing video of that up, so check that out. That'll be coming out probably the day after the day that this is coming out, which will be, so you'll be able to see it on Wednesday probably. But also I got something else really cool. So you'll be seeing a bit of footage of it now, but I actually managed to go up on the Nintendo stage and play a game of Arms. It was around a best of three basically, and I absolutely annihilated this guy. But it was really good fun. There was actually some connectivity issues with the Joy-Cons, so I ended up using the Pro controller. But boy, I haven't played that game in a while, so it was good that I still had my mojo going. I still managed to get the job done, but that was just like really good fun. And we'll just let that keep running for a minute so you can actually watch the whole of it.
All right, here we go.
How are we going to differentiate these guys?
We are going to differentiate them by...
Red mummy, purple mummy?
Yeah, red mummy, purple mummy indeed. Alright, so we have, of course, 2 moss mummies here, both playing very, very carefully at the moment.
There we are. These retorture hits are very, very crucial. Remember guys, if you do block the master mummy, he will be able to go and regenerate his health. Nice punish by Red Mummy. And the first round goes to our Red Mummy.
Very nice work. Alright. Playing very safely at the moment.
It certainly was.
Playing very safely.
You're going to go in 6 to the same arms, you're going to go change it up. Okay, so double retorches and double megaton. Nice use of the heavy arms. They go through a lot of the light and medium arms. Nice activation, are we going to get a punish?
Oh, he blocks the entire thing.
Oh, nice retorture punish. And Master Mummy doesn't get knocked down as easily, but he does have armor.
No.
Red Mummy is generally playing very conservatively. Has the opportunity to go and grab. Does not take it. Rush is available.
Look at the damage. Very high damage.
Against Armabel. Activation. Red Mummy does block it. Next hit's going to take it.
Oh, okay. It's pretty close now.
Oh! Nicely done, Red Mummy.
Yep, and as a result of that, you'll see I got a bag given to me for winning. So this is the cool little Nintendo bag I got, so that was pretty cool, and I got some goodies inside of this. So the first thing that I actually got was I got this poster with this sort of wristband thing attached. So this is a wristband. It's one of those snap-on ones. So you can see it's Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga and Bowser's Minions. I actually thought this was a Bowser's Inside Story one, but it's not. So that's pretty cool. And it's one of those snap-on ones, so you go like this is when you were a kid and you'd snap it on and feel like a cool dude. I don't think I'll ever use that, but it's a fun thing to have. Then we got a Pokken Tournament DX poster, and this is actually a slightly smaller version of one that I actually already have up on my wall. So maybe we'll do a giveaway of that, maybe. But that was kind of cool. So they had tournaments going on, a Pokken Tournament, Splatoon 2 and things like that. That was kind of fun. Let's see if this works. There you go, look at that. So that was the poster and that. Then we got probably the coolest thing in this package. We got a Nintendo Switch Beach Ball. Really random, but really cool. So I'll have to blow that up and have a good time with that later. And then we also got these kind of really cool stickers. Now, what's interesting about these is, so we got an ARMS set of stickers there. We also got some Pokken Tournament stickers. You notice these are all Nintendo Switch games. So we got some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stickers as well, with the Splatoon character on there, which is kind of cool. But then we also got this set of, okay, so this is Nintendo Classic Mini stuff. Okay, I thought it probably meant something more than it did. But yeah, so this is Nintendo, Super Nintendo Classic Mini there, you got that there. So these are obviously some of the games that are on that, but that I'm really happy with those ones. They look really cool. So that was kind of like a nice little surprise. So we played Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze as soon as we got there. That's what we planned. We really wanted to see, but it was really cool. As soon as we finished that, we went up and they were like, "Anybody want to come up and do this?" I was like, "Yeah." And yeah, they picked us. It was great, and I absolutely annihilated the guy. I felt bad on him, but boy did I destroy him. So that was good fun. Some other highlights. They had a really cool. They were like pixelated Lego art, kind of. You'll be seeing it now. And it's basically people would be given a small square. They had to follow a pattern, and basically they put them all together over the day. I think it was actually over the whole weekend, and actually finished a whole big picture of Space Invaders. That was really cool. We also, there was some VR you could try. I haven't actually tried. I've obviously got a PlayStation VR and things like that. But the Vive was there, things like that. Razer had a stall. There was some like famous YouTubers, which I wasn't really that bothered about. But it was definitely all about the Nintendo booth. The Nintendo booth was massive, and they had loads of things going on. And we got to have a game of Splatoon as well. My wife played as well. I absolutely destroyed on that. It made me feel really good about my skills, to be honest. But I think I got like 25 kills. Literally dominated the match. It was a good laugh. But yeah, so had a really good time. I definitely recommend, especially if you're a PC gamer, this is for you. And they have a whole massive section that is dedicated to bring in your own PC, and everyone kind of has LAN parties, and like, you know, everyone just plays together, and you can actually camp out there as well. It's actually indoor camping, which is really weird. But you can kind of stay over there. It's kind of just like a massive big sleepover with tons of people who enjoy gaming just as much as you do. So it was really good fun, and I definitely recommend it to anybody who is kind of been on the fence about going to it before. But I had a great time, and I'm definitely going to go back next year. So let's talk about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on the Nintendo Switch. So this was probably the thing I was most excited about going to see, and I didn't play Tropical Freeze on the Wii U because I do have a Wii U. I've got quite a few games for it, but I think that game came out just as I was kind of dropping off the Wii U. So I'm excited about playing this on the Switch anyway. But I was kind of like interested to see how it would translate over. So we got to play 2 full levels. They didn't let us film it, unfortunately. But me and my wife played with split Joy-Cons, so we had a Joy-Con each. She played as Funky Kong, which is obviously, if you've been following it at all, Funky Kong is a new addition, and it kind of makes it easier for players who are new. So he can like literally get his surfboard out and just bounce across spikes and things like that, so it makes it a lot easier. I played as Cranky Kong. I thought that was quite relevant for me sometimes, but it held up really well in 2 players, and every time that, because obviously I've been playing games much longer than my wife, but every time I got ahead a little bit I got on a bit further because I was going much faster, like it would just pull her straight to me. So there wasn't any issues there. It wasn't like I found that like Mario 3D World was just too much chaos, and well, Super Mario Brothers on the Wii specifically, that was the worst, where it's just like there's just craziness everywhere and you just can't even really follow what's going on. That wasn't really the case on this, and it was actually fine. I think 2 players is probably the best way to go, but it's still in single player. It was great. My issue really is that it, like, graphically it just didn't hold up as well, which I was really surprised about because it is supposed to be a beautiful game, absolutely amazing game, whatever, but we played on the TV and it just didn't really wow me, which I was really surprised about. Because obviously games like Super Mario Odyssey like look incredible on the Switch, but that's been more developed for the Switch, even though it is probably more like it was being made for the Wii U, but actually it got ported to the Switch because obviously of the situation. But I think if you've never played it before, I think it is definitely worth pick up. I think if you have played this before, if you play it all the way through, I think you're going to be fine. You're not going to be missing out on anything. And like I said, the graphically, it wasn't like a massive graphical upgrade. It felt very much like a straight port. I don't think they've put loads of effort into it, and I still just cannot believe that they have not put the first Donkey Kong Country Returns. It's in the one that came out on the Wii. I cannot believe that they did not package that in with it. That would have made it a much better deal, but this is a full price game and I don't feel like they've really put a lot of effort into it. So it was quite an underwhelming experience for me. And this is coming from somebody who hasn't played the game as well. So I was kind of playing it thinking it felt like an older game. So it ran smooth, like buttery smooth. Like graphically it was okay. But I think it's going to be one of them. I think, like I said, if you've never played it before, it's definitely going to be worth pick up. And it's not like, oh, just wait for it to go down in price, because these kind of games just don't go down in price. They just kind of stay at the same. So if you've not played it before, it's definitely worth it. It is a good port. It's not terrible. It's just not got a lot of enhancements, but it ran perfectly well, and it was good fun. And it worked fine as well. I didn't have any problems playing with split Joy-Cons. It controlled absolutely fine. It didn't even bother me at all, and it had a wire coming out the side as well, because obviously it needed to be attached to the console, so I didn't run off with a controller or something. But so that was kind of Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That's kind of my sum up of Insomnia, and like I said before, I think if you're a gamer in the UK, it's definitely worth going down. It's great fun. Nintendo completely stole the show there. They had a massive presence there, and it was great. It was great fun, and it's good being around loads of people who are passionate about the same things you are as well. So definitely recommend going down there, and we'd love to see you there next year as well. But to sort of finish off, then we will have a Mass Effect Andromeda Collector's Edition unboxing. I know it's going to be significantly later than when other ones have gone up, because obviously I didn't have it when it came out, but I thought it'd be cool to do anyway, because it is such a cool collector's edition. So that's going to be going up very soon, and our latest episode of the Late Night Gaming Show has actually just gone up, so make sure you watch that. We deal with some really interesting topics there, so join the conversation and have a watch. But other than that, it's been great. Kind of giving you a sum up of Insomnia 62. It's Insomnia 62 this year. So it's great, and thanks for joining us, and we'll see you very soon.